As many of you are aware, lots of communities, not just in our state, but in the Midwest and across the country, are being presented with decisions on emerging technologies specifically related to data centers, battery storage, all different kinds of things like that. We wanted to make sure that we take the opportunity to make sure we're addressing those in this ordinance rather than have to come back and do it later.
So now I want to talk a little bit about data centers and what we've updated. So we've talked about here that in certain districts, a data center could either be a special exception use, as you see in the MAN 1 in the PUD, or an accessory use, which you see in several of the other districts. So we define things as an accessory data center or a principal data center. Now, if a data center was a principal use, meaning it was going to be the only thing that was going to be on the property, they are allowed to have an electrical substation, solar capacity, or a battery energy storage system. And those are still subject to the respective conditions. We wanted to focus on brownfield redevelopment, so we want people to pick sites that were already brownfields and that we need to redevelop, and this is a really good use for those types of sites in Elkhart.
What's the attraction to the brownfield sites for development of these locations?
So both data and solar take up a lot of space and need a lot of acreage for buffering, for landscaping, and then for expansion. But one of the things that we wanted to look at is we have several brownfields here in Elkhart. And so what we wanted to do is some of that already has the infrastructure in place needed to support those types of uses. Mm-hmm. And so we wanted to provide an incentive or some direction that they focus on the brownfield sites first, instead of going out to the edge of the community and you having to run additional water and sewer or electric capacity to these sites that then would be annexed into the city.
So you wouldn't have to remediate the entire site then to
Correct.
certain levels, only the part where there's going to be people working?
Right.
Is that it?
Well, you may not have to do any remediation at all because it's considered an industrial use.
As we're finishing this up, these things are starting to come out and become, and we don't want to take the, let's put a hold on everything moratorium approach. Let's look beyond the region, but let's look at what's happening nationally. And
It's a great place to start, but do we know we're even on the right road at this point?
Yeah, and I think that was what I tried to say in my opening statements, is this represents our thinking now. And
No,
I mean,
it needs to be a living document.
And this is our starting point,
in this
right?
area.
We just didn't
yes.
want to not have a starting point,
Right.
and we wanted to have a starting point. And this is kind of, we started with defining it and setting, as Jeff said, the kind of the ground rules for how we move it forward.
Thank you.
Allowing somewhat of a framework for a path forward, so we don't just take a no economic development approach to that and let opportunities that might be appropriate and at a scale that fits our community, in a location that fits our community, to have a path forward in a transparent way with plenty of opportunity for the public to have input into that process.
Updated items that we've made to the UDO. So your next steps here are to recommend the UDO for approval, or as you would say, do pass to the Common Council. There will be a public hearing with the council to get additional feedback and information from the public. And as soon as they complete that and approve it, then it's adoption. And you're able to implement everything that we have in the UDO.
I appreciate that. I move to approve the Unified Development Ordinance and send to the Common Council with a do pass recommendation, which is exactly what I would have said anyway, Jeff.
Do I have a second? I'll second. Seconded by Mr. Murray. Can we do a roll call, please?
Lawson,
Yes.
Newbill,
Yes.
Jones,
Yes.
Osborne,
Yes.
Murray,
Yes.
Mishler, Schaefer.
Yes. Thank you again for your time putting this together.